So go ahead and take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. If a chair works better than sitting on the mat, that's perfectly fine. And remember, there's also different positions that you can adopt seated. Um, I've got somebody who takes class down here who really likes to just kind of kneel with a block underneath like this. And that's really good too. That's another possibility. There's always options. So just lengthening the spine and softening and closing your eyes. Take some slow, deep breaths. Just feel the easy flow of your natural breath. Really notice every phase of the breath. Feel the air coming in through the nostrils and filling the lungs. And then feel the old energy leaving the lungs and flowing back out through the nostrils. Cool air coming in, warm air coming out. If you notice any areas that are creating resistance to your breath, soften those areas right now. Let go of any tension you might be feeling in the shoulders, in the neck, chest. Different parts of the spine. Now let's take a moment to set an intention for today's practice. It can be a positive word or affirmation that you stay aware of along with your breath. Now let's slowly open the eyes. Now let's make a transition over onto all fours. And feel free to put a folded blanket underneath the knees if that's more comfortable for you. And place your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And let's roll through some cat and cows. Exhale, round the spine up to the sky. And inhale, roll the abdomen down. Just opening and closing the spaces. Bringing some mobility into the spine. And now take the back into a neutral position and just kind of roll forward and roll back a little bit, starting to move the shoulders gently. And let's come back to child's pose. Feel free to put support behind the thighs if you need them. Now come back up onto the hands and knees. Now we're going to do a little reach and then bring the arm under, but we're going to do a little bit further. We're actually going to rest the back of the shoulder down and then move the other arm. So this is really nice for shoulder mobility. Let me move these blocks so you can see me a little better. So let's lift your right arm up, and you can follow the gaze towards your fingertips if you like. And then exhale, bring the arm underneath the left arm, bring the back of the shoulder down, and then take the left arm up and kind of wrap around the waist. And then come back, take that left hand down, and take that right hand down. Now let's do that 5 more times, and you can do it on your own if you want. So just inhale, stretch that right arm up, come underneath, and then inhale, bring that left arm up. Exhale. Nice and fluid. And one more time. And when you complete that, then we're going to change sides. So we'll bring the left arm up this time. Left arm comes up. Slide it underneath the right arm. Let the back of the shoulder touch. Right arm comes up, and you're wrapping to the waist, lifting it up, bringing the hand back down to the floor, and then the other hand back down. Just keep it nice and fluid, bringing some movement into your shoulders. And one more time. When you finish, just come back to child's pose again. And we'll come up onto the hands and knees and then come all the way up to kneeling mountain. Now let's circle the wrists. Start to get those wrists ready for some sun salutations, which we'll be doing soon. Now take the hands down, stretch the right leg back, and circle the ankle. It really helps to loosen up the ankles and the feet before we do yoga, because the calf muscles tend to get overstretched. Okay, now go the opposite way. That's the one thing that I experience quite often. Nice job. Now move the knee, circle the knee. Big circles. Loosen the hip joint. And go the opposite way. Now set the knee down and now stretch the left leg back and start to circle the ankle. Feel how the shin muscles and the calf muscles start to loosen up as you do these slow circles with the ankle. And now let's go the opposite way. Try to use those upper postural muscles as you're doing this, keeping the neck lengthened. Now let's transition to a knee circle. Nice big circle, waking up the hip joint. And now let's go the opposite way. Nice job. Curl the toes under, push up to a downward facing dog. If you have that blanket there, remove it. Feel free to pedal a little bit in this pose, just whatever feels good to just kind of wake up the body. Sometimes I like to just shift forward and back a little bit. Just to start bringing a little more stretch into the calves and the latissimus. And now let's walk the feet toward the hands and come into a forward fold, connecting to the lower legs, the feet, a block, or the floor. Soften the knees as much as you need to for comfort in the low spine. Soft knees. Inhale up to tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. Nice job. Okay, now let's do a mini sun salutation. Just kind of wake up the body a little bit. Inhale, stretch it up, raise the gaze. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Now inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. This modified version of sun salutation is always available to you if you want to do that instead of the full sun salutation. So just tune into your body throughout your practice and do what works for you. I'll go through a full sun salutation A now, and you can also use a chair if you prefer. Inhale, stretch it up, raise the gaze. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank or kneeling plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Now inhale, walk the feet forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. Excellent. Now let's repeat that. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Now inhale, walk the feet forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. Now let's take the right foot in the front and take the left foot in the back, coming into a lunge. I just start by bringing the arms up. And now take the arms to airplane and extend out over the end of the knee. Really lengthen the crown of the head forward. Feel the strength in your thigh. And now take the hands down to the floor. Use blocks if you need to. And now we're going to ground with the left hand and take the right arm up. Come to a twist. And now take the right hand down, and then let's bring the left hand up. Now let's do that again. Take the left hand down, take the right arm up. Take the right hand down, take the left arm up. And take the left hand down. And now step the back foot forward, sit back, and come into chair. Stay here for a few breaths. Really feeling that strength and stability in the quadricep muscles, the hamstrings, the glutes. And now just let your fingertips lift you back up. And then circle the hands around. Interlace the fingers behind the hips and open the heart space. And now release it and just roll the shoulders up and around a few times, loosening. Excellent. Now let's keep the left foot in front. Take the right foot in the back for your lunge. Bring the arms up once you feel stable. Remember, if you feel any imbalance, you can do this up against the wall. You can widen your stance so you're on 2 railroad tracks. Do what you need to be safe and stable. Okay, now let's open to airplane arms and take that spine, lengthen it out over the end of the knee. Really feel long through your whole spine here. And now let's bring the hands down to the floor or onto the blocks. And ground with the right hand and stretch the left arm up. And now take the left hand down and bring the right arm up. And again, take that right hand down and take the left arm up. And take that left hand down and take the right arm up. And take both hands down. Step forward, sitting back in chair, feet about hip width apart, and then lift the arms up, coming into that chair pose, keeping your weight in the heels, staying with your breath. And slowly stretch it up. Let the hands come around the back, interlace the fingers, and open the heart space. So sometimes when this practice feels hard to you, just remember that I'm designing this practice to help strengthen your muscles, strengthen your bone density, and also to get a lot of energy moving through your body too. So it's very good. Stimulates digestion. Release it, roll the shoulders back. All right, let's come back to our sun salutations. Hands in front of the heart center. Let's inhale, stretch it up, raise the gaze. Open to the right, look over the right shoulder. Inhale up, exhale right over left, coming into your eagle arms. Or you can just put your hands on your shoulders here. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale up, left over right, eagle arm. Oh, I love that. Feels so good in the back. Okay, now lift the arms up. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank or kneeling plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Now inhale, walk the feet forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. Now let's repeat that, keeping in mind that you can just rest in a pose that you like, or you can do the mini sun salutation. Inhale, stretch it up, raise the gaze. Exhale, open to the right, look over the right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, right over left, eagle. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, open to the left, look over the left shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, left over right, eagle arm. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Now inhale, walk the feet forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. Excellent. Okay, now let's take the right foot in the front. and the left foot in the back, coming into triangle pose. And if you have a tendency to overstretch your calves, then maybe find your pose and then step in an inch. Make sure you're not overstretching the calves. This is something that does happen a lot in yoga. Now let's extend the arms, project to the right, spiral the left arm up, come into your triangle. You can use the block here in different positions if you need a place to land other than on your leg. Stack the shoulders. That looks really good, Catherine. Perfect position. And now let's slowly come back up and turn 180 degrees if you're going to use the block. Take it with you. So make sure you reposition your feet. So your left foot's toward the back of the mat and your right foot's about 45 degrees. Really important when we do these 180-degree turns to make sure that back foot gets turned around. Project to the left, spiral the right arm up. Come into your triangle, arms stacked. Shoulders right on top of each other. Remember, you have that option to wrap that right hand to the waist if you're feeling discomfort in the shoulder. Back of the neck is lengthened. And slowly come up. And now let's turn 180 degrees. Let's do a revolving triangle. You can use the block. A block can really go on either side. If you normally in Ashtanga, your left hand goes to the right side of the leg. But if that feels like too much of a twist, you could put the block on the left side instead. So let's revolve. Take that right hand wherever it feels good. Right side of the leg, left block, right block. Lift that right arm up, or you can wrap to the waist. On this one, it's really easy to hunch in the cervical spine or the thoracic spine. Draw your shoulder blades down and bring your crown of your head forward and down. Slowly come up and turn 180 degrees. Back foot comes around, windmill the arms, right hand to the left side or to your block, either side, and then bring that left arm up. Really lengthen the thoracic spine. Let the breath flow up and down the energy centers and feel that connection of the soles of the feet with the earth. Slowly come up, turn the feet 180 degrees. So this time we're going to come into side angle. So you're going to bend that front knee. You still should see the big toe in front. Right forearm comes down on the thigh and then stretch it over or wrap to the waist. And you can look to the side or up at the hand, whatever feels right for you. We're doing all these strength activities, so we can start clenching the jaw and tightening up. Okay, now slowly come up, turn the feet 180 degrees. Come into our side angle. Make sure your knee is tracking over your toe in that front, that left leg. Make sure that right foot gets turned so it's angling toward the back. Left forearm down, stretch it over. I'm going to slowly come up, turn 180 degrees. Let's bring the palms together. So again, check to make sure you can see the big toe. Rotate to the right. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to go down. Maybe you even want to put the elbow on the thigh and push the hands to the center of the chest. Possibly even you want to open the arms. Just listen to your body. And slowly come up. Release the hands. Turn 180 degrees. Palms together. Rotate left. Coming into your own comfortable position for revolving side angle. And slowly come up. Turn 180 degrees and step to the front. Let's do some more sun salutations. Feel free to do the minis if you feel more comfortable with that. Let's inhale, stretch it up, interlace the fingers, exhale, tip to the right. Inhale up the center, exhale, tip to the left. Inhale up the center, exhale, open the cactus arm. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, walk the feet forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. Let's repeat that. Inhale, stretch it up, raise the gaze. Exhale, tip to the right. Stretch the side body. Inhale up. Exhale, tip to the left. Inhale up the center. Exhale, open the cactus arms. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Now inhale, walk the feet forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart center. Okay, let's do some balancing poses. So let's start by perching the right foot and coming up to your own comfortable tree pose. You can stay here. You could actually perch on the block too if you want to. If you want to come up a little bit higher, you can perch here. Or you could bring it to the lower or upper leg. Hands in front of the heart center, out to the side or overhead. Whatever feels right for you. Sometimes just sighting on something that's not moving helps. Let's slowly take the hands to the waist and then extend that right leg out. Really elevate through the spine. And lower it down. Okay, now let's transition to the other side, perching the left foot and coming into your own comfortable tree pose. Just avoiding the area right around the knee for the stability of the knee. We don't want to knock it out. Slowly take the hands to the waist and extend the leg out. And lower it down. Now let's do a figure four. And if this feels like too much pressure for your hip, then feel free to just kind of open the leg like this and not do the crossover. So you don't have to do that crossover if it doesn't feel good for your hip or your knee. So you can do the crossover and then you can sit back, just kind of like you're going into chair with the arms extended, back of the neck lengthened, feeling that stretch through the hips. And I promise we're going to stretch out the hips a lot more after this, since we've been doing these balance things. Slowly come up and unwind. When you feel ready, yeah, you can shake it out a little bit. That feels good, doesn't it? And then just transition to the other side. Staying out here if you want to, or crossing over. And slowly come back up, unwind. Okay, let's pick up your right foot. Take the hands either on the sides of the knee, or you can take them underneath the foot and balance. Now slowly come back down and make a slow transition to the other side. Hands can be on the sides of the knee, underneath the foot. Slowly lower it down. Let's take a really wide stance. Toes in front of the heels. We're going to loosen up the hips a little bit. Toes in front of the heels. Nice stretch through the inner thighs. Hands on the waist. Take an inhale and then bring the hands down to the floor or the box. And then just stretch the crown of the head forward and down. Really lengthening, softening the knees as much as you need to for comfort in the hips and low back. Now turn the toes and knees out temporarily and just lunge side to side. Just loosen the hips a little bit more. Come back to the center. Reposition the toes so they're in front of the heels and slowly walk the hands up, taking the hands onto the waist. Take an inhale, exhale, squeeze elbows toward the middle of the back and bow forward. Now slowly come back up. Release the hands. Push the palms toward the center of the back, possibly interlacing the fingers. Take an inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Stretch the crown of the head forward. Really lengthen your whole spine. And slowly come up. Release the hands. And then take the hands on the thighs. Slide the hands down the thighs to the feet. Possibly taking a hold of the big toes with the peace fingers and then lengthening the spine. Now slowly come back up, turn toward the front and step forward. Take the hands in front of the heart center. Let's do one more sun salutation, transitioning toward the floor. Let's inhale, stretch it up, raise the gaze. Feel free to just come down to kneeling if you want to. Exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank, and stay here for a few breaths. Let's really wake up the core muscles right now. You can do kneeling plank or forearm plank if that feels better. And then come over to side plank. Remember, you can put a knee down here if you want to. You can wrap that left hand to the waist. Lots of options available to you. And come back to the center. And come over to the left. And come back to the center. And take an inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Now take the knees down, top the feet down, come down to extended child's pose. Let's take a little breather here. Should feel pretty good right now. And come up onto the hands and knees. And now extend your right leg back, left arm out. Stay here for a few breaths. Lower down, switch sides, left leg and right arm. Right thumb to the sky. Nice length through the spine, level pelvis. Lower down. Now just cycle through a few times. Right leg, left arm, inhale. Exhale, lower down, switch sides. Nice fluid movements. One more each side. And melt back into child's pose. Nice work today. Bones and muscles should feel nice and strong. Let's slowly come up. Let's shift over onto the seat and come down onto the back. And just start by taking your knees in toward the chest and giving your lower back another stretch. Now stretch the legs up and then cross the right over the left. Come in to your cow face pose, holding on the knees, lower legs or feet. Now release. And now cross left over right, coming into your cow face. Now release it. Extend the legs up and just melt down into happy baby. Bring the knees toward the armpits. Now bring the soles of the feet together, coming into bound angle pose. Now release it. Bring the soles of the feet down so the ankles are under the knees. We're going to lift up to bridge with the palms and then lift up. Eyes rising to the sky. And then melt down one vertebrae at a time. Let's come into shoulder stand, knees in or feet up, or you can place that block under the sacrum before you go up. Now slowly come out of the shoulder stand. Take the knees back in toward the chest for a moment. And then start to settle into your comfortable position for Shavasana. Lengthening the legs, putting your feet up on a chair or the wall, whatever feels right for you. Find your comfortable position and then soften and close your eyes. Find stillness. I'm going to give you a few quiet minutes to just relax deeply. And bring your awareness back to your whole body. Your whole body resting on the earth, safe and secure. Feel the support of the earth under you and the air and the space around you. Now begin to bring some slow movements into your fingers and toes. And when you feel ready, roll over onto your right side for a couple of slow, deep breaths, relaxed and resting. And from there, slowly make your way back up to seated. Let's take the hands in front of the heart center and we'll close today's practice with an Om. We'll take a deep inhale and we'll say Om. Deep inhale. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. Namaste.